Today's question of the day is brought to you by the Sailor Jupiter 123, and they ask, if you could be in any place in the world, where would you be and why? So, where would I be? And let me tell you this, as a forewarning, this is gonna be a thing that I'm gonna keep answering in a lot of questions. And if you already know, then there's no need else for me to say. But for the sake of this question, it's gonna be the Fox Farm in Russia. I can never pronounce the actual area. It's Novosibirsk. I cannot even pronounce it correctly, so it starts with an N, I can tell you that. And they have a fox farm in there. And the only thing I'm going to be afraid of in Russia is driving, because if you see car crash compilations, a lot of car crashes that take place in Russia is due to the fact that there's a lot of fraud that goes on and people don't use common sense when they're driving. I know that it's kind of bad for me to say for Russia, but it happens in the US as well. But the fact that a lot of it, when we see it in Russia, since everyone has a dash cam, a lot of people speculate on what goes on in Russia. And they know for themselves that there's a lot of insurance fraud that goes on. This is why I really want to buy myself a dash cam in case of anything that goes on. Whether it be on the streets or something else, but that's just besides the point. Back to the question. The only place I would be in Russia is the fox farm. I would get a job at the fox farm. I'll be the person that takes care of the foxes and as well as interacts with the foxes so that they would be ready to actually be adopted. Here's the process that goes along with it. For 3 months of when they're born, they get fixed, they grow up a little bit, and then afterwards, they get vaccinated and they get kept records on so that they will be healthy for adoption. And afterwards, in the 6 months or so, they will be put up for adoption, and anyone who orders it off from the website, they will take care of the paperwork and they will send it over to you. Just the thing is, it's a 3-month process for everything. So at 6 months old, and after another 3 months or so, depending on how long it takes for the people to put everything together, and as well as how old is the fox that you adopted at that time, and 3 months later, you're gonna get that fox. But it's gonna be a long process. But other than that, I would just love to work there. I'll be interacting with my favorite animal in the whole entire world. I absolutely love foxes. So it's gonna be that type of dream job that I will actually have. Other than YouTube, of course, but still, it would be a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun interacting with the foxes, playing with the foxes, petting them, grooming them, taking care of them until they are ready for adoption. And it's going to be great because the more that they interact with humans, the more it's going to be better for everyone. So that the thing is about the fox farm is that they were actually breeding foxes to be domesticated to actually be in households in Russia and in the US. But the cost, just the cost itself, it's so high because there's not any fox farms in the United States so far that is granted by the government or something along the matters of that. But still, they managed to actually get a lot of generations of foxes and they are completely and 100% domesticated. It's amazing how, I think it's like 5 or 6 generations of fox breeding that brought them to be domesticated. And I really want one. If they could sponsor me, that would be great. I will make videos every week just showcasing the fox. It's gonna be nice. I feel like a hipster when I say that I love foxes before Ylvis, that song, What Does the Fox Say, became viral. It just pains me. It makes me cringe. I watched the video. It's pretty entertaining, but it makes me cringe for the fact that more and more people actually like foxes because of that music video. At least he did his job. That could be like the anthem to that fox farm. I don't even know, but I'm just thinking way too much right now. Just short and short, that would be the place that I would want to be if I could be in any place in the world. Get a job there. Just be the caretaker of foxes and just even make videos of foxes so that people could take a look at them, and if they want to adopt them, they could adopt them. Again, the price. It's been like, I believe 4 to 5 years of actually taking a look at the price. I'm not too sure if it gone any lower, but when I first saw the price, they said it would be up to $7,000 because they have to take care of the medications, they have to take care of the paperwork, they have to take care of the airlines and everything along the matters of that, just sending it over to you from a different country. So that's why it costs so much. But other than that, I would say it would be worth it. If I was to win a $1 million lottery, I would definitely buy a house and have some foxes. I think that's like one of the other questions that kind of spoiled, but I will talk more about that. But other than that, it's just, that would be the number one place I would be in the world. Just, I cannot think of any other place I would want to be. Not even Disney World would satisfy. Just, I don't know, music parks people, just music parks. I think that everyone would love to go to one, or at least live there. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this question. Thank you to Sailor Jupiter 123 for the question today. And if I gotta ask you the same question, if you could be in any place in the world, where would you be and why? Feel free to leave your answers in the comment section below, or if you want to make a video response, you may do that as well. Just make sure you message me saying that you did make a video response, so I can put that as an annotation at the end of this video. Just mind you that there's going to be a limited amount of spaces I can put for the annotations at the end of the video, or the end slate if you will. So if you guys have any questions for me to answer, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, or if you have Twitter or Facebook, you may message me on that as well. And if I do answer your question in a video, I'll credit you verbally within that video. I'll credit you in the description of that video by linking your channel there, and as well as that I will link your channel as an annotation at the end of the video, giving you thanks for helping me out with something to do or something to talk about for that day. Yeah, I was able to get that correct. Now that I said that, I'm going to completely mess it up in the next episode. But it's still a good question, and it's gonna be like that type of, like all the other questions that pertain to what I like, it's gonna come back to this one. And I apologize if that gets annoying, but just, I'm happy to know that I love foxes. I really have to remember how I actually got there. I know I loved cats before I loved foxes, but I'll probably talk about that in another video. Who knows? Anyways, so that's going to be the end of this video. Have a great day, everyone. I'm SorKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.